Hey, it's Freddy Sherman, and this is the 2022 Rolls-Royce Ghost Black Badge. I'm going to give you guys a detailed interior tour of this amazing luxury car. In case you didn't know, Black Badge is Rolls-Royce's both performance and dark styling designation, with features like the blacked out Spirit of Ecstasy hood ornament, blacked out Pantheon grille, and some performance upgrade to the engine management as well as the suspension. This particular car is $484,950. It includes all kinds of bespoke options on the interior. Check the video description below for all the specific options that you're seeing on this car. Okay, so let's take a look inside. We have the Rolls-Royce embossed on the door. This is that amazing Rolls-Royce technical fiber, which is a combination of carbon fiber and aluminum weave, and it's their own special finish that you see in the Black Badge cars. So this is carbon fiber and aluminum, and then multiple layers of lacquer on top of that. You can see we have the Ghost on the sill plate here, and then this is of course the Black Badge logo. You can see we have very comfortable floor mats with big pads on them. Everything is very lush and comfortable, and wonderful seats with the Rolls-Royce embroidered on the top there, and you can see the stitching, and this is the turquoise as they call it. So let's get inside here. So to shut the door, because this is a big car, we don't need to reach over, although we can. We have door closing buttons here, so if we do that, and you'll see, it shuts the door. And that's really necessary for the passenger side, because this is a very wide car. I'm in the driver's seat, and you can see, although I'm short, I can only reach about halfway to this other seat. See that? So first thing, you have these very cool speaker grills. Rolls-Royce uses its own proprietary stereo system. This is, again, your technical fiber here. You have your trunk opening there. You have your side mirror controls there. I love on the Rolls-Royces, they have very large side mirrors. These are big cars, and those big mirrors really help you see what's around you. You have your window lock for the rear, you have your window controls, and of course everything you touch, everything your butt touches, your hands touch, everything like that has a wonderful solid feeling of quality. Nothing is cheap plastic, everything is metal and leather, and again the technical fiber and that kind of stuff. You have your seat memory down here. Looking on the steering wheel, you've got, of course, your Rolls-Royce logo. Over here you have your cruise control, which does have radar cruise control, so it'll slow down to a complete stop and then go back up to your speed and slow down, all that kind of stuff automatically. This is how you change the speed, set, resume, cancel, all that kind of stuff. And then this controls the following distance in terms of how closely it will follow the car in front of you. You have a microphone and your phone controls here, and then your multimedia system here. This is a wheel, and then you can also push that, and then this is the volume control for the radio. Turn signal over here, and I guess these are fog light controls or something like that. I'm not sure what that is. Then you have kind of the OG, you know, Rolls-Royces have had this control like this for the lights, or some version of that, for a long time. So that's cool. And then you have parking lights there, start stop button. This is a global lock or unlock, panel brightness. So your airflow comes from these cool ball vents here that can turn any direction, and again, really solid aluminum. And then this is how you control the level of airflow that's coming out of that. You have the old school gauges here, but they are digital. They're not physical needles there. Moving on, you have the your infotainment screen. You can see we're actually at the port here of San Diego, and then you have all this technical fiber here. There. This is your global lock and unlock button. hazards. And then these buttons can be configured to do whatever you want them to do. So they could be configured to do the radio. See how it says not assigned? And if I press and hold it down, then I can set it to do something. So you can set these for anything that you want. Say you like to turn on the air conditioning full blast when you get in the car. You can set one of these to do that. You can set them to control the radio stations, whatever you want them to do. Here you have your climate control, and of course we have soft, medium, high, and max. And Rolls-Royce doesn't think you need to set a specific temperature. So this is how you make it hotter or colder. Obviously hotter, obviously colder, and then you can control these individually. This is the upper vents, and this one is the lower vents down there. So if you like your face cold and your feet hot, you do it like that. Or if you like your feet hot and your face cold, you do it like that. You have heated and cooled seats. You have a heated steering wheel. And then this is the other climate control for your front rear defogger. This is to close the vents so it just circulates the air inside, and then you can turn the air conditioning off there. Again, this is a detailed tour of the interior. You can watch my other video for a general review and things like that, but I always like to do a deep dive on these luxury cars. And then this is your media infotainment control wheel, of course, with the Spirit of Ecstasy set in there. It's a very cool image there. And then this, of course, is where you control all of your functions for the infotainment system. And this goes, you can move it this way, you can twist the outside, or you can push it. And it's got a nice kind of leather panel around it. This pulls in your very big side view mirrors. This raises the car up or lowers the car down. This is your parking cameras and sensors and all that. It has amazing parking sensors, so you can see the actual lines in the parking lot. You can even see the, I don't know how they do this. You can see the oil stains in the parking lot, but we're not, how is the camera above us seeing the oil stains? So some kind of voodoo, Rolls-Royce voodoo. And then you can, you can change the different angles here. And then you can, I thought you could spin that around. But did you see that? See when that truck went by? You could see it, even though this is a virtual car. And then you can control that and see in the front. And then right here, again, you have the coach doors. They don't call them suicide doors, but the rear ones open up. So this shows you where the doors would open if the doors were open. So if there's a post there or something like that, it will warn you that, that there's something blocking your way. Okay, so this is really cool. So as you can see, I guess you can't move it like that. So we have a ring of cameras around the car. So this is a virtual car, but those are real people walking behind me and a real yacht. So then if we spin around, so I don't know how they make it seem like the camera is outside the car when obviously there isn't a camera outside my car right now. But you can see the oil on the road, you can see the parking lines here, you can see the yachts. So I just think this is really cool, and also cool in terms of parking and being able to see any obstacles around you and all that kind of stuff. So we have a nice center console. We have a little storage space for your phone right there, and then we do have cup holders up there. Again, the beautiful technical fiber there. I'll show you what's in the Ghost glove box. Not much. We have your charging ports there, and then we have kind of a clip to hold the phone there, and then an old school power outlet there. Looking up here, we have, these are the controls for the Starlight headliner, and then we have the lighting controls here. It's actually very bright at night. You can dim or brighten the Starlight headliner there, and this turns it off and on, and then these are your lighting controls up there. Just incredibly comfortable seats here with, again, the turquoise stitching as well as the turquoise edging here and the Rolls-Royce logo embroidered on the headrest. I just love the attention to detail with the stitching, and get the stitching in the second color there as well. And of course, like every Rolls-Royce, you have what they call coach doors, which means that your rear doors open like this, because that gives you more easier access to the rear, more convenient for your passengers. And of course, like every Rolls-Royce, you have your Rolls-Royce umbrellas. You push the button and then you can pull the umbrella out. See? And the purpose of that is so you can pull it out and put it up so your passengers don't get wet. These have carbon fiber shafts, and this one is very nice with that black and turquoise color to match the interior of your car. And then they store right in there like that, and you always push it in till it clicks, or else it'll dent the car. Okay, so now let's get in the back seat. So starting with the doors, you have your Rolls-Royce bespoke audio speaker grilles, which are metal. You have a little infotainment system controller back here. You have your window up and down. And then the rear seats do recline. I think that's heated seat. Yeah. And the rear seats do recline, and so the rear seats have their own memory function as well. And then you do have USB-C, I guess they call that, charging ports there. You can see you have a big back seat here, and then you have your center console up here with your separate climate control for the rear. Okay, so once you're in the rear seat, you want to close the door. Look how far that door is. I can't reach over there. So you do have a door button here. You push that, and the door closes. And this car has the optional picnic tables back here, as well as the rear seat entertainment system. So if we push this button, you can see the table comes down and your entertainment system comes out. So then we have the rear entertainment system, and it has a lot of the same functions as the front one. You can control your media and your entertainment, and then you can also even change navigation, change destination, see where you're on a map, all that kind of stuff. And then you have your little controller here for the volume to turn things up. Okay? And to close everything, push the button again, and that closes that, and then you can use this to work or to eat. And again, this is that Rolls-Royce technical fiber. And to close that, push that. A big center console here, and the center console does go up so that you can fit 3 people in there. This, of course, is your Black Badge logo. And if we put this down, so we have very nice cup holders there, and then we have a more fancy controller for, again, the backseat entertainment system that mirrors the one in the front. And as I was saying, the rear seats do recline, so you can control them with these seat controls. And then you do have the memory functions over here once you find a position you like. I love see the turquoise accent in there, very cool. So you have a lot of controls here for the rear seats, for both of them, and you also have massage functions as well. So it's very nice to kind of recline the rear seats, put on the massage function, and allow someone to drive you around. And then we do have a back section for the center console here. So you can open the trunk with the remote. You just push that button like that. And you'll see we do have a very deep, very large trunk area for all your luggage or golf clubs or whatever you need to carry around. And then to close it, we have a button up here. We also have a universal lock button, which will not only close the trunk, it will lock the whole car. But if you push that, you can say